All right, all right. Okay. Um, sorry. I'm a little slow today. Uh, um, I, I've talked about it on stream, a bit, but I have back issues, um, which includes scoliosis. And this morning, I made the mistake of bending down to get something, and I completely pulled my back and my hip. Um, so I'm a little bit in pain. It's kind of hard to kind of sit up right now, like sit up straight. Um, so the bad news with that is I am not sure how long stream is going to be for today. Um, because there might have to be a chance I might need to go away vertically for a bit. um, I'm debating on getting my heating pack. That tends to help loosen up my muscles a bit, so I might do that before we get to drawing. Especially considering the fact that I will be drawing today. We're gonna be doing some art. We're gonna be doing some art today. And all that fun jazz. Um, I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna be drawing just yet. I'm kind of leaning towards my. God, excuse me. I'm kind of leaning towards my Syra art. Because as much as I want to get my Infinity Nikki print done, there's so many details that's in it that I need to fix first. Well, I guess technically I could do that on stream. But I figured with my back issue right now, the Syra art will be a little bit easier because her art doesn't have as much detail as the Infinity Nikki one. And it's a little bit more easier to get done rather than trying to get a whole print done, including a background and everything like that. Um, oh, sorry. um, so I figure we'd draw Syra and we'll just work on some art. We'll hang out. Um, I know some members of varcana said that they would be busy, but uh, but I figured I will hang out and voice chat to see if any of them would like to join. But I know some of them that are in my time zone said that they would be busy. Um, but yeah, so that's the plan for today. Like I said, I have no idea um how long stream is gonna be, but squirrel. Oh, is it because I got distracted? Fuck you. Listen, I'm in pain. Leave me alone. Um, my back and my hip hurts. Okay, leave me alone. Um, but yeah, I don't know how long stream is gonna be today. Of course, yesterday I was like, oh, stream will be much longer today because, whatever, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. Um, and then today I'm just like, we might go for a bit. I'm not sure how long we're gonna go for, but we might go for a bit. So, sucks getting old. Yeah, I made the mistake of bending down to pick up something. That was my mistake today. Apparently, I should have learned to pick things up with my mind rather than bending down to pick it up. Um, so my whole back and my hip has been pulled, and it hurts. Um, that's why I was a little slow to start stream today. That's why the timer went on for a little bit longer because I am kind of moving a little slow today. Um, I even went to the store today and it took me a lot longer than it usually does for me to go to the store to get stuff. because I had to like walk very carefully so that my back wouldn't hurt. Oh, so, but scared the shit out of me. Sorry, Discord like did a notification scared me. Okay. Let us get the tablet and all that fun stuff. Alright, let's do that. Actually, let me do this because that is not the song we're listening to. There we go. I don't know why sometimes my thing for Spotify wants to work sometimes and other times it doesn't. In terms of showing you guys what song is playing. Sorry, I am setting up my tablet. Let me do my thing. Whoop. Okay. Oh, I was like, why can I not find my drawing stuff? That's because it's not even open. Hello, another ghost. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. Welcome. Oh, hello, Abyss. Welcome. There it is. Hello, hello. All right, I'm doing okay today. We're dealing with body pain, but nothing we can't handle, you know. Yes. So this is my Art of Syra, that I was working on. Actually, you know what would be useful if I actually pulled up her reference sheet. But yes, welcome, welcome. We are doing just some chill art time today, so feel free to hang out with us and all that fun stuff. Okay. God, what do I even want to start with? Okay. All right, let's try to get some work done today, huh? So, one of the things that I wanted to talk about this time is that New Year's is tomorrow, guys. It is going to be 2025. God damn, where has the time gone? You know, where has the time gone? I honestly don't really know what to expect in 2025, but I don't know. I push still so much. Yeah, I'm going good right now. If anything, I might get my heating pad in a bit to kind of help out a little bit. I'm going to art block and strive. I just got out of art block not that long ago. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was doing like art like almost every day, and then I just got art block, did not know what to draw, and now I have no idea what to even do or draw. I'm drawing this art for friends because she helped me out a lot recently. She helped me out with my starting soon screen. She helped me out with other things. And so since she won't let me throw money, I was like, you know what? Fine. I will throw art at you. We will see what is ahead of us. God, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I'm not looking forward to it at all, especially if you are American. Um Let's cross our fingers that shit doesn't go straight to the fan, which honestly it already has at this point. So who knows? I find a way around that. Yeah, exactly. How do I get out of it? I'm gonna be honest with you. It really depends. Sometimes, um, sometimes like it just I would just randomly just one day be very motivated to draw and have many ideas. Uh, Other times, it's I will look like at other art from would it be from my friends, would it be from other artists that I really like, and I kind of get some ideas, which then kind of sparks that motivation back. Or maybe I will be watching a video, listening to music, and like those ideas just come rushing back to my head, and then I actually get motivated to do stuff. Another great thing too is to look up like poses because maybe sometimes if you look at a pose you may have an idea for something. I have You would think with someone with me with chronic pain would have like Advil on my desk. um that's fine.
Ghost, my warrior of light.
Welcome, thank you for joining the mischief. I'm glad you have decided to stick on around. You are now part of our mischief. If you yeah. um But yeah, but in terms of getting out of art block, that's mainly like what I do. I don't, I don't. It really depends on the situation. There'll be some times when like I'm super into art block, or I have like really bad art block, and there's just like no way I can really get myself out of it. Um, like last year, I know like the longest I went was like a couple of months without drawing anything. Mainly because I was just so stressed out. Surprise, I was stressed out. Um, I was so stressed out with things that were going on that um, I just didn't draw for a little while, and it took me a very long time to get out of art block. Um, but like I said, sometimes looking at other people's art, looking at poses, um, sometimes maybe even looking at your old art can sometimes help spark some creativity and makes you want to draw. Um, Sometimes that can work, so because need to stick together, yes. Oh my god. Okay, now I need my actual line art pen. It's okay. Surprisingly, too, one thing that can kind of help you get out of art block is kind of realizing that like you don't need to pump out art like every single day. um like just taking your time. Like sometimes people think that like if you start working on a piece, that piece needs to be done like that day, which I very much am. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my I very much am a victim of that mindset that once I start working on a piece it has to be done that same day. um but once you start kind of learning that that's not the case, and it doesn't have to be done the same day every single time, it kind of gets easier to feel motivated to get back into doing some art. At least for me, I find that it has helped me out a lot in that aspect. Um, but it's different from people to people, so it really depends. You kind of have to do that thing that I know it's kind of annoying when people say it, but you kind of do have to find that thing that does end up working for you, because all of my advice could be great, but it sometimes doesn't work for every single person. Um, so sometimes it does take kind of like experimenting, testing things, and all that stuff, to really find your way to get that art block to go away. Because trust me, art block fucking sucks. And for non-artists out there, if you don't know what art block is, it's just essentially when you want to draw art, but you legit can't think of what you want to do. Um, for some cases, sometimes it's like, for some cases, it's you don't even get ideas of what you want to do. You just can't do nothing. Um, so it really depends from like person to person, really. Love Live was insane for this. Not gonna lie to you. Mm. For those who are new here, art streams tend to be a lot more chill. Um, I may talk about some stuff, sometimes I might not. One thing I did want to talk about today, though, that's kind of like on theme about like what's coming tomorrow, which is the new year. Um, God, I started talking about it a little bit yesterday, but I didn't talk about it a lot. But 2024 was a fucking train wreck. there, there was a lot of things that happened in my life that suck. Um, and there's some things that went great. Like I got a new job. Well, technically that was kind of the year before. Still, but at the same time, that job is now kind of screwing me over. So it's like, who really wins here? Um, okay, so um, but I was able to meet a lot of people this year, including a lot of the amazing people in varcana, like Rose, Ezros, and well, Syra, obviously. Um, and that I'm very happy about. That I was able to kind of meet them and expand my roster of VTuber friends and everything. And they seriously, those three seriously are really amazing people. Because I've talked about it actually. I don't know whose stream it was I talked about it on. I was on somebody's stream. We were talking about it. But it's very, you big goober. Hi, Ezra's. Speaking of Ezra's, there he is. I forget whose stream it was that we were on, but we were kind of talking about it a little bit, and I was saying that when it comes to talking to new people, sometimes it's very hard for me to like really break out of my shell and be able to talk to someone so casually like right away. Like a lot of times like when I'm first meeting someone, it's like very awkward because I just don't know what to say, and stuff like, obviously if it wasn't obvious, I was an anime kid in high school, so it's like I was not very the most socially confident person ever in my life. Um but the first time that varcana like was ever going to collab together, Rose had joined the call first before anyone. And mind you, this is my first like time I ever talked to her. And it was just like we like clicked just like right away. Like the moment like I opened my mouth, she was able to match my energy. She, it was absolutely amazing. Ezra's was a little bit easier because I had interacted with him and other chats and stuff before, so I kind of had an idea of who Ezra's was. But even Ezra's, like talking to Ezra's was easy. Talking to Syra was easy because Syra was is also one of those people that's very quick to like joke around with you and really show you that like she just wants to be your friend, and all that stuff. So like getting to talk to them has been absolutely amazing. Um, it has made me feel a lot better about being in a space, especially a streaming space with other people, um, and all that stuff. Um, because during like my, you know, the start of my VTubing, um, there has been many people in my life who started out treating me nice and then treating me not so nice, especially when it came to this space of VTubing space and everything. And there's so many people that I used to talk to that I don't really talk to anymore, on a more like not so evil reason or like a bad reason, just kind of like one of those like VTuber things where like you kind of don't talk as much anymore, so you kind of like not forget about each other, but like you just kind of move on with your life. But it's just one of those things that you know I don't know how to explain it, but um it's been very refreshing to be able to hang out with um a lot of you know VTuber friends that actually make me feel like um you know it's like I don't know how to explain it. Overall, it like being in VRCana has been very amazing, especially this year with everything that we've put together and we've planned and all that stuff. So, uh, and wish you happy new year. Yes, happy new year, Ezros. Also, there's gonna be an ad starting in like 20 seconds, just so you guys know. Sorry, it's only 30 seconds, I promise. Um, but yeah, just so you're aware of that, there is gonna be an ad soon. Um, May 20. I hope so, Ezros. With the direction America is going, let's hope. It's been a while since I joined, but I hope you've been doing good. Yes, happy New Year's Eve. Welcome, welcome, Mushroom Boo. Welcome. Yeah, we're actually just talking about New Year's right now. Um, but yeah, it's just one of those things where being in VRCana has taught me a lot. I've been able to meet a lot more amazing people. Um, And I think obviously like the biggest thing that happened in 2024 for me was obviously the whole rebrand, even though that's kind of more recent. But it's kind of big to me because of the fact that um you know uh I've gotten to feel more motivated about things. Um and I feel a lot more comfortable with my design. I feel a lot more happy with where my design is. God damn, I am sucking at this fucking line. Um, I'm more excited about where where my design sits. Like it speaks more to me in terms of like what I like. Um, and all that stuff. So I forgot to sketch this one thing, so I'm gonna do that very quickly. So I think that's one of the bigger things that I'm actually more so proud of. As much money as it had to be sunk into it, but that's what happens when you do stuff like this. Um, you know, that's kind of like a given. Um, and even now, like I'm still dealing with a lot of stress in my personal life right now that I'm still trying to figure out and all that stuff. But um, in general, um, I don't know. I don't really know what to. The thing is, because I'm dealing with so much right now, it's kind of hard to say like how I expect 2025 to be. Like I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, it's gonna be my year, you know, like and stuff like that. Because as much as I would love it to be my year, I have no idea where it's gonna go. It can go in any what direction. Obviously, I would much rather it go in the better direction. Um, you know, in terms of terms of things. Um, would it be for doing Twitch stuff or would it be for doing art stuff, Etsy stuff, whatever it might be? Um, maybe a new career or like something. I don't know. Um, I'm just at the point where I just hope that it goes better than my years have been going. Um, because goddamn, am I fucking tired of dealing with shit. Um, So that's my only thing about 2025 is that I just hope it goes well. I kind of posted about it a little bit on Blue Sky about like I say this every year, and it's it's one of those things where like obviously you can't lie and say it's not demotivating to be like saying this every single year, and you're still not even halfway there. But I am hoping that 2025 will be the year that we hit 1K on Twitch. I think that'd be really fun. Um, obviously, like it's been 4 years at this point, and we're only about halfway there. Um, which like to me, 600 is still a lot. Especially considering that I know people who haven't even hit that yet or they're struggling to, you know, and stuff like that. um so that's still something to be proud of. We're a little over halfway to 1K. To me personally, it just sucks that I have been saying that every single year and then something happens every single year that makes it to where my content really suffers. um you know, like would it be like a lot of IRL real life stuff getting in the way or whatever it might be, you know, like affecting like how much work I can get done in terms of when it comes to content, and all that garbage, um which sucks, because obviously I want to try my best to make it to where a lot less stuff happens so that I can be able to do more content and pump out some more stuff that could hopefully make it lead to us being able to hit 1K on Twitch, because I think that'd be really fucking cool. Um, you know, but it really depends. Obviously with the rebrands and all that fun stuff, I'm feeling a lot more motivated to get things done. I'm feeling a lot more motivated to get back into editing things and doing all that stuff that I need to do, um, in terms of content creation. Um, I think it'll be, I don't know. I'm again, I don't want to be those people that are like, this year is gonna be my year, because again, I don't know what this year is going to bring. I have no idea. I don't know. You know, it could go either which way direction. Obviously people would like to be like, you know, trying to stay positive. We gotta like go in with a positive attitude about it, you know? And then like positive things will happen if we do that. And it's like I get it. I do. But at the same time, which point is it not being realistic anymore, you know? And all that stuff. So I don't know. Hello, Kami. Welcome, welcome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Overall, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Um, I'm hoping that 2025 will be the year that we hit 1K finally. I'm going to try my best to do as much as I can um, this year in terms of content. Obviously, it really depends on what happens with my job, and in terms of my job. So I'm trying to, in terms of like my job and where it goes and everything like that. But I would love the ultimate goal 2025 um would be able to have my own business. That would be great. Would it be Twitch? Would it be Etsy? Would it be whatever? That is the ultimate goal. um, and then the kind of like more, I want to say, I don't want to say like realistic goal, because sometimes it's not really that realistic. But kind of like the more realistic goal, would be 1K on Twitch. I think that'd be fun. Obviously 1K on Twitch isn't really anything compared to a lot of other creators on here, but to me that's a big number. um so but we'll see what ends up happening. Like I said, I'm going to try my best in terms of content this year and getting things out there and together and stuff like that. I already have some content that I really, really want to do with varcana and some members of varcana. Um, I mean, like I said, me and Rose want to do the cover of the Iron Mouse song together, and I want to do some more stuff with varcana. And overall, I just want to get better at editing and all that fun stuff. Luckily, the greatest thing about it is that luckily this year, the start of this year, in February, I finally get a new doctor, hopefully. Which also hopefully means um, that I can possibly start trying to get medicated for ADHD. So that way I can sit down and edit stuff, because that is my one issue right now as to why I have not been able to sit down and edit a lot of things, is because I physically just can't sit down long enough to do it. And obviously today I could technically be kind of like prisoner to sitting down and doing nothing because of my back issue right now. But at the same time, absolutely nothing is stopping me from editing a video for like 2 seconds and then opening up Infinity Nikki again. So that's kind of like my issue right now. Mm. To be fair though, I don't have anything to do in Infinity Nikki right now. I kind of completed everything, which is even sadder. Um, I have to wait for more shit to come out. Do you guys like my dog barking? Can you hear that? She's not happy about something. But either way, I really hope 2025 will be a better year in terms of content, in terms of just everything in general. Be very nice. But obviously, there's not like a definite way to really tell at the moment until things start happening. But I am going to be trying my best to get back on top of everything else. So, Satan, what do you want? Mm. Mhm. What about you guys? Does anyone have any goals for this coming year? What are some of your all's goals, if you have any? And it's okay if you don't. Definitely okay if you don't have any goals. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is just go day by day. I swear to God, if I turn around and you're chewing on shit, hey, stop it. Lay back down. I knew when I turned around that he was gonna be chewing on stuff. Saying back at it again. Yep. As he is all the time. What? No. No. You have to lay down. Lay down on your bed. That's not even a bed. You just stole my Kigu from me. Mm. Yeah, if you guys have any goals for this year, feel free to share them. I would love to hear about your all's goals. I think another goal for me art-wise this year would be to learn more about backgrounds. Because backgrounds are the bane of my existence. I avoid them as much as I can. But there's comes a time and a point where I can't avoid them much anymore, especially if I want to make more prints and everything like that. Um, so I can't ignore them for much longer. He's gonna jump up on the back of my chair. I just know it. You know, I know what I don't think I ever told you guys. Um, I don't think I ever told you guys. When working on my lore video, um, funny enough, obviously I never ended up doing it. Um, I never ended up doing it because it was just too much work. Um, I was going to make my lore video in RPG Maker, um, and make it look like a game. Um, but I could not figure it out. But that could be a fun thing to do this year. Make like a fun little game or something. Um, Obviously I know nothing about gaming or making games. Um, but I don't know, it could be something new that we could do. I'm just gonna do the whole. Usually I would go through and kind of try to be a little more precise with the line art, but since the shirt is kind of patchwork, I'm just going to make it all just one color so that I don't have to worry too much. Once again, I am being nerfed by my overhead light because I can't really see. And of course, now he's standing on some foam I got today, so that's fun. At least I used it for what I needed it to, so now I won't have little kitty paws in it. I think another art goal of mine too would be to learn to draw more like beefy men for no reason. Is Twitch gonna lose it over that one little side boob here? Considering their rules have been fucking ridiculous lately. Let's see my nice honey. We're just gonna keep the same color we already have. Kind of debating if I should make that a little more dramatic because here it's a little bit, it's like kind of really long. I think that's a bag. Yeah, I think that's a bag. Or a pocket at least. I'm just gonna make it look like a pocket. It's fine. Okay. Okay, the old man might need to get up, go get an aspirin or something. Because the pain in my hip is now starting to give me a headache. Last thing I want to do is get a migraine right now. Do that after this. Remember, chat, if you want your own art like this, you know where to go. Do exclamation point vgen. Get your own very sexy, hot, uh, yeah, you know? Ugh. I'm very good at selling my wares. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Okay, before we continue, I'm gonna quickly go get an Advil. I'm literally gonna be 2 seconds. I literally just want to go to the next room over. So we're not gonna do a BRB screen, but you can look at this pretty art. Okay, I will be right back. No more mischief. I am back. It's at the time as well to plug in my heating pad too. So Hopefully I won't bitch and complain as much. Let's continue. I don't remember what I was working on. That's the body. It's that. Okay. This makes me just want to play Yakuza. I have to sneeze. It's gone. These bracelets are definitely not gonna be like perfect, but it's a-okay. uh, Bless me. The other thing that kind of like sucks right now about like dealing with my back is I have a performance that I need to be rehearsing for that's like in 2 weeks, and I'm probably not gonna be able to rehearse till at least like Thursday, which really fucking sucks because I've been trying to do at least like 3 times a day because I'm so behind in like rehearsing, or at least practicing. So it kind of fucking sucks that I am now gonna be even more behind because I really don't want to risk pushing it right now. Ooh, I love Love Live, but I'm sick of hearing this song. I might need to get rid of a lot of Love Live in my playlist so I don't get as much because goddamn. Ugh. Everyone's saying Happy New Year's and I still got like a couple of hours. Still have this. This makes me just want to play Sonic Adventure 2 again. But I can pretty much speedrun that game at this point because that's how many times I've played it. Sometimes I forget the trick of like instead of looking at what you're drawing, like look ahead of it, and that kind of helps you kind of do a straight line a little bit better. Not to say that's really a perfect line right there, but it's something. Ooh, ooh, yeah, that feels good. Sorry, my heating pad is like really warming up now. You know what I would get if I had the money? I would love to get a massage chair. That sounds fantastic. Honestly, not even the money. Like, I need the space for it too, but ugh, the money I would pay. It's mainly all everything, and right, detail wise. Yeah, I'm not lining these because these are see through, and when it comes to see through things, I like to do those like in their own way. Tis why I'm not lining them, just so you're aware. Always start with the eyeballs. So your eyes are like bright blue. Yeah, so your eyes here. Or is that your jewelry? And I guess that's your eyes. I'm gonna guess that's the eyes. Do not worry, I know that like the eye is kind of like glowing. They effectively made line art. There you go. There you go. I don't like how close that plane sounded. Oop. Oh no. I don't know if this really helps me at all, but I've been doing like gray underneath. Um, but mainly just because it makes coloring a lot easier. Because if I clip the coloring folder to this, I don't have to worry about like erasing outside the lines every time I do a different color or a different part. I mean, I still technically have to do, but it's not as bad because that part is technically already done. It honestly has been saving me a lot of headache when it comes to coloring pieces. Let's shine on the sea. And this is that. See? Okay. No. Sometimes people have like different colored like what is this part called? I don't even know what this part is called. Like eye whites. Oh. I go there yo. And I shine on the sea. Mm-hmm. No. Okay. I'll have to figure that out after. It's fine. It's fine. Time to move on to the bigger thing, which is for some reason one of my most favorite things to render sometimes, which is skin. Yay! Also, the skin color is like the one thing that I let just stay over all the other pieces because usually I do every other piece over the skin. So like if it's like over the edge like that, that's fine because that's gonna get covered anyways. I don't like go through and try to cover it all because there's really no point to. Well, actually, first things first. Oop, oop. If I do any shading. How far up this go? Goes up. I think it's not really the right color. Let's do it. I not to do it too dark because then you can't really see the line art, especially if I need to go through and shade things after. Kind of went a little too high for looking. Shit. Why is my Spotify doing that? There's like some days where like if Spotify is like not on the screen, it refuses to update what song is playing. And then other days it does it perfectly fine, no problem. I look such an old man like turning up my heating pad right now. All right, now let's begin the fun part. Don't ask me anything about light source because I can't tell you. So I just do things in spots where it looks good, and then I move on with my life. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if it still looks good, it still looks good. So I don't know what to tell you. Should I do that? Honestly, when it comes to like rendering skin and stuff, I always just treat it as if I'm doing makeup on someone. Um, so I'm like, oh, darker stuff goes with the darker stuff, you know, like the contour. So like the shading will go to the contour. The lighter colors will The lighter colors will go in the highlight area, you know? And at the end of the day, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay. Oh wait, I'm missing. So I'm trying to do like all the makeup and stuff first. Hiro hiro hiro. I I can't tell if Syra has like a little like fox nose. It's fine. If I have to add it later, I'll add it later. And by fox nose, I mean like I can't tell if her nose like is like that or not. Because in some it looks like it, in other art pieces doesn't. I could just message her and ask, but I'll do that later. That's such an easy thing to add later, so I don't. So it's doing it again. Please, I'm begging you, just show me what song is playing on screen. Markings too. God damn it. God damn it, Syra. Mhm. Ooh, shit on me. Sorry if you guys heard that. Also, there's gonna be an ad playing in like a minute, so just be wary of that. Oh, why that looks bad when I draw it. Okay, let's see. That's why. So it's fatter on this end, and then it goes skin. There. Okay. Now we can start on the shading, or at least more of the shading, I should say. God. Don't get old, kids. Oh. Using the right color. I am. Okay. Ooh, I just got vertical for like a second there. Or at least like really dizzy for a second. That fucking forehead. To be fair, Syra is is the one drawing I did not have to adjust the hairline. Because usually when I do like hair back art, I always end up doing it like too far back and the forehead ends up being like way too fucking big. Cyrus is the one I have not had to do that with. I have to eat. I'm gonna try to get the skin done. Um, there might be a good chance I might have to end a little early because I have gotten a random spout of dizziness. So there might be a good chance I really need to go lay down. I'm gonna try to at least get the skin done too. You see that? What is that? On the liner? What's that? Oh, found it. I was so confused. I was like, what is that line? Mm, mm. It's painful. Yeah, that's right. I just remembered. Um, so I remember during the rebrand stream, I was talking about that, spirit and stuff is still going to be part of my lore. I just had to figure out how the fuck I was going to do that. Well, actually, I was thinking about it today. Funny enough, there's a random shower thought where I just kind of sat there and was just like, how could I make the lore make sense? Um, and I actually have a pretty good idea. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys because I have to make the lore video. But I actually do generally have an idea of how I want to incorporate at least spirit back into the lore. Um, Ranch, I have to figure out how to do that. Can't really see the hand. Come closer. Can't. I do this every single time where my overhead light makes it a giant glare on my screen and I can't really see. And then I complain about it each time and then I do nothing about it by the next art stream. It's kind of because I don't really have a choice with my room setup right now. Now the fun part of adding highlights, which I really think brings the skin rendering together. The skin alone has like 24 layers. There's Rose is here so she can see my nightmare layers that she loves so much. Which I don't know if anyone else does what I do. Rose was horrified to learn that when I do art, I don't name any of my layers. The only time I really name like any of my layers is when I'm doing like VTuber models for like obvious reasons. But other than that, I don't really name my layers. Mainly because like um it's mainly because when I'm working, I just go like as you can tell, like I'm not doing like put all the colors down. Now I'm gonna do the shading on top. No, I do the color, do the shading work, and then I move on to the next part. Like so it's not like I'm like disorganized. It's just I just work on one part at a time. And so to me, I'm just like, what's the point of doing layers when in reality I don't really need them? Apparently, that's a horrifying fact that I don't use layers. Or like name I don't name my layers at least. It could be worse. I could just be a one layer artist where I just draw everything on one layer. But honestly, I don't really have the brain capacity to be able to do that. I do want to do one thing with skin. It's just to kind of bring those highlights out a little bit. I don't know how well you guys can tell on your screen. I'm just adding like a little bit of red in some places. It just kind of helps bring like highlights out a little bit more. Once again, it's like makeup. Um, it puts a little bit more red back into the face too. I'm not gonna do the hair. But I at least want to get the coloring started. How did you get inside my room? My door was literally closed. I really hope my cat has not started to learn how to open up doors, because that is a terrifying fact if that is the case that just happened. He's just walking around going, meow, meow. Oh, I'm debating if I should do the hair. I think we can do the hair. The hair usually doesn't take me too long, so we can do the hair. Well, why not? You know. Well, this would kind of be like shadow, kind of. So I'm giving up on Spotify for right now because I just quite simply do not care. So I promise you, this boss like music is not in Love Live. It's such an abrupt end to the other song. I don't have time. My heart and hope. Yes. I see. So funny because on OBS, it's a lot more desaturated than it is like on my tablet. But these are the colors, so like on my tablet, the colors look a little bit like brighter, which I should probably fix that. But I don't know if it's like my. The only thing is, I don't know if that's my tablet or if that's like my main monitor. So don't really know which one to change. Because I could change one and could be completely wrong. I need to add some brown into the eyebrows. They're like a dark, dark brown, but it looks black. They kind of stand out a lot. I think it'd still be a little bit darker, but I think the out color is just a little too dark. All right, friends. I'm so sorry. I know I said that today's stream was gonna be a little bit longer. Um, but then I got hurt, and then now I don't feel great. Um, excuse me. So I am gonna call a stream here for today. Thank you guys again for joining me today. Not even thank you for joining me today. There we go. Jesus. Okay, there we go. Not only for joining me today, but joining me throughout the year. If you've been around and everything like that. Obviously, like I'll be here tomorrow with our first stream of 2025. Which is gonna be Yakuza 5, I believe. Um, and everything like that. But so obviously, like it won't be too long to see me again. Um, but I don't know. This year has been very interesting. A lot of things to learn. A lot of things. Sorry. um Obviously, like there's been a lot of things I have learned over the year, and I continue to learn as time goes on. I'm really hoping that this year I will be able to get better at terms of doing stuff that I really want to do in terms of content and organizing content and all that stuff, and be able to get more content for you guys. It's been a very crazy year, but a very amazing year. I already talked about it a little bit, but with varcana, the rebrand and everything, there's a lot of things that have big things that have happened in terms of streaming. That that I'm very grateful for, and stuff. But here's to 2025 for a new year of VTubing stuff, new year of charity stuff, new year of just content in general, and everything. If you plan on going out tonight, please be safe. Um, drink responsibly and be careful of fireworks. Are fireworks a thing for New Year's? I don't fucking know. Either way, be responsible, be safe. And here is to hoping 2025 is not going to be absolutely terrible. So, but yeah, thank you guys again for joining me, not only today, but for this whole year of 2024. And here's for new stuff in 2025. Sorry again that I couldn't stream for longer today. Between my back and now that I just feel awful, I'm gonna go try to possibly eat a little snack. Maybe that'll make me feel a little bit better. But either way, I greatly appreciate you guys, and I'll see you